right, gentlemen, describe the characteristics of people who would thrive in an independent Texas republic. Chaplain Capps.
Kind of folks that will be able to thrive in an independent public. It's hard to imagine. We don't have any role models. We don't know of anybody who lives in an independent. You see what I'm saying? So we have to look at history. Have to look at something deeper than that. We see in our history the kind of people who came to Texas in the first place. They came here and they thrived. They were invited here actually by the previous government, Mexican government, because they were tough enough to take care of the land. So they came into a very difficult situation. If they were man enough, they were woman enough, they could live here. And so what kind of people would thrive I think it goes back beyond all the specifics. And I know this is getting into new territory that might seem strange to say, but it's how the founding of the country came about, and we're coming up within 4 years to the 400th anniversary of the landing of the Pilgrims, and the first Pilgrims landing here. The kind of people that will thrive will have many characteristics I hope some of these other men draw out, but let me draw out this. The kind of people that can survive in liberty, the only ones that can make good use of liberty, are a Christian, moral people. That statement did not seem strange back when Americans had their liberty. The fact that that statement seems strange today is proof of itself. Why do we have this? Only a morally upright people can live under common law. Only morally and internally regulated people can live without regulation. My wife and I went this summer and we went to Pilgrim, the place Plymouth, where they landed at Plymouth Rock. Off of the beaten path, in behind the neighborhood, unknown, is the largest granite statue in the United States. Some of you know what I'm talking about. It's a monument to the forefathers, 81 feet tall, solid granite. 36 feet at the top is a beautiful lady named Faith. You know her name is Faith because it's carved in stone. She has an open Bible under her left arm. You can tell it's open. You can walk around the statue and you see the Bible laid open. Her right hand pointed to the heavens and a star of wisdom on her head. Amazing. But she's just the pinnacle. She's just in 1820, Congress of the United States paid for this structure to be built to remind people how to rebuild your country after it's gone. And it's a blueprint. Faith is just the top 36 feet. The next level down has 4 statues. The first statue to your right is this beautiful lady, does not have any pupils, just blank eyes because she's gazing inward. She's seated. Her name is Morality. You know it's morality because it's carved in stone. Her name is Morality. She's seated on a pedestal that represents 2 characters that contribute to morality. On one side is the relief of the prophet. You know he's the prophet because it's carved in stone. Prophet. The other fella is the evangelist. You know his name is Evangelist because it's carved in stone. Evangelist. So I am not a crazy Baptist preacher to say our country, the Republic of Texas, if it shall ever stand again, can only stand in the hearts of a moral people. There is, and here I know it's you don't normally hear this, a difference of religious belief causes different actions. If you believe something different to someone else, you will act differently than that other person. On the other side, on around the statue, you have law. This is a very stern-looking gentleman seated on his pedestal holding a copy of an odd-looking document. It has two shaped like the Ten Commandments or something. But you know his name is Law because it's printed there, Law. On one side of his pedestal, you have a picture of Justice. You know it's Justice because his name is printed right there. On the other side, you have a representation of Mercy. Mercy's name is printed right there. On around the relief, you have come to the third figure. Her name is Education. Beautiful young lady there, looking out into the future, holding the scroll. On one side, you have Youth. You know it's Youth because it's a picture of a young lady holding a child's hand. And on the other side of Education, her pedestal, you have Wisdom. It's an older man, and you see the flowing beard. And there's two articles next to Wisdom. One is an open Bible, and the other is a picture of the globe. Under the Word of God, you know how the world should work. That's wisdom. The fourth statue in the second phase is Liberty. And he doesn't need any assistance at the gym. This guy can take care of himself. Liberty is seated there. He has the sword across his lap. He has the broken shackles around his ankles. Has a animal skin draped across his shoulders, and he's looking out, protecting what he's earned and gained. There's two things on the pedestal that he's seated on. There is a picture there, and if you look it up, you'll see pictures of it, but it was only in person that we saw what it was. And it's the fact, tyranny overthrown. Tyranny overthrown. And in that relief, you see Liberty Man. I call him Liberty Man. He's standing there, and his sword's held high, and his foot is upon the chest of a person. And it's only in person that Catherine and I saw it. On that one that was on the ground was wearing a crown. And on the other side of his relief, his pedestal, there was peace. There was peace. People try to build their lives. They want liberty. They want to look like Liberty Man. They want to act like Liberty Man. But they don't build the foundations. Unless you're a good man, you shall never be a free man. I truly apologize for taking so much time, gentlemen. I've learned
Amen. Keep it up.
Learned so much from you. But my contribution would say the kind of people that would thrive in the Republic of Texas will be Christian, moral people.
Thank you, Chaplain.